Okay guys, so since it's the end of the KVK and everyone has been asking what to buy from the store, I just want to do a quick review of Horn of Fury. So as you know, it costs 180, how are they called? Season coins, yeah. And it gives 30% chance that normal attack will gain an extra 50% rage. Let's go down real quickly what rage is and how it's generated and stuff like that. Okay, so on our Discord channel, into informations under info mechanics, there is a section about how in-game mechanics work, so I suggest everyone to read it if they didn't. But we're here for the rage, so let's go down real quick. So as you know, rage is used to activate active skills when you hit 1000, in some commanders less, like Khan and the new Cav guy. When you hit that rage, you will activate a skill. So rage is generated from the attacks, and when we are in the red zone, 30% of the troops are remaining. We will generate rage at 10% faster. Being attacked by more armies, of course, will regenerate more rage. Also, something I didn't mention here is apparently there is over-raging issue. So basically what that means is, for example, you have hit 990 rage and you activate Horn of Fury. So that would mean that you will go above 1000 limbs. So you will go 1040. Those extra 40 rage that was used won't count for the next turn. So basically you will get benefit from only 10 of the Horn of Fury stat. This will matter as later on I will try to explain why Horn of Fury works better on some commanders that regenerate rage less, and it works a little bit less with commanders that regenerate rage faster. So let's get down to the tests. So let's get down real quick in what commanders I was testing, and based on what I use for open field, but also those commanders are quite often used. So the first pair I will be using it is Saladin and William. The second pair that I was thinking of using is Guan and Alex, and the last pair is Ramses paired with YSG. So basically, when I tested this, we need to address few things in those commanders. So if we look Saladin William, there is talent trees where he can get his rage region, and also there is William's skill that he can use for rage region. So let's start with the talent tree from Saladin. So as you can see, he has the support tree, and in support tree he has rejuvenate, so that means that instantly he will restore 150 rage whenever skill is used. And also he has the burning blood, which also can be used for rage region. He also has a skill that is called, talent that is called Undying Fury, that will also regenerate rage region. So that means he has 3 talents that will help him to regenerate more rage. Also, the William Ford skill, it's called Scourge of the North, and it's passive skill. What that means is when you hit 2 or more targets, commander and his allied troops will gain 20% increased defense, and what we are aiming is here 50% rage for 3 seconds. If we look on the Guan, there is Guan Alex, there is some things that we need to address also, and that is from Guan's talent tree. That's also he has rejuvenate, so that means he will restore 60% rage whenever skill is used. Also, he has burning blood, and he also has undying fury. There is also one of his skill that will change results drastically. It does Horn of Fury affect his march, and that is Feral Nature, because you will add another 10% chance to grant additional 20 rage and it will increase to 100 if it's maxed, if it's 5 out of 5. So in my tests, you can see from my talent tree that I didn't go for the feral nature, but I do have Rejuvenate, Burning Blood, and Undying Fury. Regarding talents from Ramses, there is also, you can see from his talent tree that he has the least rage options inside of his rage region options. So he has Burning Blood and he has the Razor Sharp skill. It's I didn't use it here, so my results will be based on the talent trees I showed from these commanders. Why I showed you these, and also sorry for this pair, there is also a randomness included because there is 10% chance that YSG will use will gain extra 100 rage. So keep this in mind. When I go to the results, I will explain what I was saying. So basically, from this, my expectations are that commanders that have the least rage region will benefit most from Horn of Fury, and the commanders that have quite good rage regeneration from their talent tree and some skills will benefit less from it. Of course, there is a lot of RNG numbers included, but we will try to keep it to minimum and to see who would benefit most from it. So let's go down to the results. So let's look at the results. What I have done here is I tried to give you the concept of how Horn of Fury works, so you can see how it will benefit to your active skill. Of course, this is not ideal battle scenario because in open field you won't be fighting 1 versus 1. Yes, you will, but in most cases it will be like group battles. So the test it would be better if I've used 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, and so on. But the thing that I'm trying to make a point here is how Horn of Fury will affect your marches into the active skills, and for that I used the simple thing and I was fighting barbarians 1 versus 1 because barbarians don't have any rage decrease mechanic. So basically what I have done, I have fight them 5 times. Of course that number would be much better if I fight them, for example, 100, so the statistics would be more better because we will have a larger sample. But let's go down real quick what I have done here. So I fight them with no horn, and then I added horn to see if there is any difference. You can see that no horn version, I would activate my skill on every 8.4 turns. But if I added horn, that number would decrease. These numbers are a little bit different because there is a 30% chance, so there is a little RNG inside. If I make an average, how many turns would be needed to activate the active skill, I would come to the conclusion that if I'm using Horn of Fury, I would benefit from it 11%. If we go to Saladin William, we can see that these results are also with no Horn version 7.6 are same. If I added Horn, that would decrease a little bit. Why it decreased a little less than in one case? Because as we saw before, there is some rage region inside of Saladin's talent tree, and I didn't include in one that feral nature. Also here I must say that there is no William fourth skill included because battle was 1 by 1, and in description you need to hit 2 targets to activate that rage region from William. So in this case, from the talent tree I showed you, Saladin William would benefit from the horn just 7%. If we go to the last pair that I was thinking it would benefit the most is Ramses YSG. Because he doesn't have that many rage region in his kit, you can see here that he isn't quite good in activating his skills without the horn. But when I added horn to his kit, you can see that those numbers slightly decreased. And you can see from this, if I divide average horn turn cycles with no horn, there is a 50% difference. So that means that I would activate skills more to 50% more often. Also, I must mention that this number will slightly decrease if in that turn you are a little bit lucky and you get that 10% chance from every normal attack that you will get back 100 rage from YSG skill. So in general, of course there are many flaws in this test, but as I said, the conclusion of it would be that generally you want to use Horn of Fury on marches that have lower rage region than the others. About rallies and garrison, I'm not expert in those areas. I mean, I'm not expert in open field, but I do that way more than rally and garrison, so I won't be speaking about rally and garrison options. So yeah, that's it. I know there are some mistakes inside of it, and if you think something is wrong or something might be done differently, please contact me. I will change it gladly. Also, if you want to start a discussion, we always have our Discord. And yeah, that's it. I hope it helped some of you to make decision. And yeah, if you want to ask anything else, please be free to ask me. And yeah, that's it. And sorry for bad English sometimes. It's not my native language, so I do my best. Okay, guys, see you around.